Hi everyone, still here at the Santa Barbara Botanic Garden. I just filmed the little introduction to the second part of Zen and the Art of Saving the Planet, and there's so many wonderful locations here. I literally just turned my tripod around and you see behind me, just very beautiful. A small waterfall, not a true natural waterfall. I was here, so they let members in at 9 a.m., but then 10 a.m. it opens to the general public, and as I was setting up here, I heard the waterfall turn on. So it actually turns on so people can see it. So people were walking by here as I'm here, which is delightful. So living the change, another approach to climate change activism. And that's a theme we've been doing in class for, wow, gee, number of lectures now, number of weeks now. And of course we have the way that, we've seen the way that climate activists are portrayed in the media, something like the East, sort of a cult-like radical eco-terrorist group. But climate activists come in all shapes and sizes, and in some sense, pretty much every one of our speakers so far has been a climate activist one way or another, including the professors that you've met who are really scholar activists. And in Living the Change, which is in, if you've not watched it already, you'll see, takes place in New Zealand, it's a New Zealand film, and it talks about a range of different people. So I thought that was interesting to get a slightly different perspective. We're going to see something very similar in the final film for the course, The Biggest Little Farm. This actually right here in California, not far from here at all, and it takes place just on a single farm. This type of activism, sort of roll up your sleeves, nuts and bolts, sort of dig into the ground, literally activism. It's just one of many types, many ways you can be an activist. And again, in this class, you've seen quite a few ways of being an activist at this point. But I thought I would show this to you because there are many people across the planet dedicated to climate activism, making a change, making a difference, living the change, to use the phrase from this documentary. And by that, not just living through the climate change, but living the change into a new, really, if you buy Rupert Reed's argument, the activists we just saw, who argued that, this civilization has to radically change. Well, these people are sort of on the vanguard of trying to work out the change. So many of the people that you've met are on the vanguard. But here are some people doing it in a very particular way. It's not the only way. I mean, we've seen people, if you remember when we met with the John Foran, we talked about the EcoVista project that week. It ended with Theo, who's a climate activist who was a key player in the divestment of the fossil fuel industry, of the UC's investment in the fossil fuel industry, and now is a professional activist, and that's what he does. So there are many ways of being an activist. This is just one, or these are just a range of rather similar ways portrayed in the documentary. So I really want to hear your take on it. I really want to hear what you thought about it, and yeah, that's just about it. I don't know if you can hear the little waterfall behind me. I hope you can. I'll be quiet for a minute. Yeah, it's really very nice. Okay, so thanks, and I'll see you next time.